Hello everyone and welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Claude Cowork that is powered by the data plugin to allow you to perform data analysis, data visualizations, create dashboards, and basically automate the entire workflow of a data analyst, for example. So let's go ahead and get started. So here I got the Claude app, and you can see that we got Claude Cowork. And basically, Claude Cowork is an agentic capability tool that allows you to work directly inside of a folder. So on the left-hand side, if you go ahead and click Customize, you have the ability to add plugins. So if you click on Add Plugins, and if you say Browse Plugins, now you have a ton of plugins related to data, productivity, if you wanted to do finance, legal, and so on. So the plugin that I would like to use today, which is specifically tailored for data analysis, is this data plugin. So you can use it to write SQL, explore data, generate insights, build visualization, dashboards, and so on. Please note that I've already installed it before, so now I'm only able to manage it. But if you haven't done that before, you should be able to see the install button, similar to what we got here. You click install. Once it's installed, you should be able to see data plugin has been created here for you. So as I shared in previous videos, that within that plugin, we have access to skills. So here I got a ton of skills. If you wanted to do data validation, if you want to do data visualization, and you can see simply what that skill simply entails. It includes here, for example, that you want to do or plot line charts. So now the agent is able to create all these different visuals. If you want to do, let's say, histograms, scatter plots, and so on, what not to do. And in the skill as well, we include code snippets, so the agent knows what to or how to generate these visuals. You can also see when it comes to connectors that the agent can connect to, let's say, Snowflake, Databricks, and so on. And if you go back to commands, now you can see these are all these slash commands, meaning I can automate the entire workflow. For example, I can say, if you want to create data visualizations, all I need to do is to say slash create viz, and that is going to create kind of all the data visualizations for us. So instead of prompting it every time, we summarized what we do as humans in a workflow, and that's what the workflow here looked like. So basically, I'm asking the agent to first gather data, analyze data, validate it, present findings, and so on. You can go ahead and customize it as well and edit it if you want to add an additional step. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back here, and I'm going to direct Claude Cowork to work in a specific folder. So now I'm going to say, choose a different folder. I'm going to my desktop, and I'm going to navigate to my this folder here, which is Data Analysis Practice Opportunity. I'm going to say select folder. It's going to ask me, are you sure? I'm going to give it access here. And if you're wondering what that data look like, simply I got this data sets, which simply includes reviews for different products around the Amazon Echo product. So here I got the ratings, I got the date, I got the reviews, and I'm just asking here Claude to take that data and just visualize it, create dashboards, and so on. So here I directed the agent to work in my folder. So what you need to do is to say slash, and then you want it to perform data exploration, right? So I'm just going to say data, and now you should see these commands here. For example, if you wanted to do data exploration, okay, you can just click on that, and that is going to explore that data for you. You can also, let's remove that, and if you wanted to say slash, and let's say I wanted to visualize the data, so I can say, for example, create viz, and this is simply again, automated workflow for us. It's going to ask me, okay, I wanted to do CSV or spreadsheet, and I can just say, let's go. And now what you see is you have our AI agent. It's going to create its own tasks. So you can see the progress here on the top right corner. It's going to show you that these are the commands that are used, which is to create visualizations. And it should also invoke maybe some of the skills as well to be able to create this. So you're going to tell you, I see you would like to create visualizations. Let me check what data files are available in your folder. It's going to tell you, I found a reviews.xlsx, the Excel sheet, the reviews file. So it is reading that file, and should create its own subtasks. It loaded the data. It found that we have 3,000 reviews approximately. And it's going to tell you what kind of visualizations you would like. I'm going to say, for example, I would like to see, let's say, rating distribution. And it's going to create a series of data visualizations. And here we go. On the right-hand side, you can see it created these two tasks: create rating distribution bar chart. I'm going to save the chart and share it with the user as well. So it's going to take a few seconds, because basically what it's doing is going to generate Python code, and it's going to execute that code as well. So here we go. So it should here, once it's done, so now you should see these tasks here are done. It's going to tell you this is simply the figure that has been created. I'm going to click view chart, And look at this. Again, it's a really nice chart. I can show you. We have a lot of reviews that are rated as 5-star reviews. Okay, what if I wanted to create a dashboard? So now I can say forward slash, I can say, for example, dashboard, and I'm going to say build dashboard. This is simply the command. I'm just going to click run. And now we should see our AI agent simply creating a dashboard for us. And you can see here that we got the build dashboard here command. And now it's going to create its own tasks. Can I build an interactive HTML dashboard? It's going to verify that dashboard as well renders correctly. Please note that behind the scenes, there is what we call it self-reflection loop. So the agent is going to create something like a dashboard, for example. And now it's going to, before it presented to us as humans, it's going to simply perform a sanity check. It's going to check if everything works, if the dashboard renders correctly, before it shares it back with us as users. And it's going to do that process basically because we found that just by allowing the agent to reflect on its own results or on answers, the performance improves dramatically. And this is simply what we should see here. So now you should see on this under skills, we got the interactive dashboard builder skill. So the agent dynamically knew that, okay, I need the creating dashboard skill to be imported there. So now it's going to read it. And please note that running this, because here I'm running the latest model, which is Opus 4.6, it's going to consume a massive amount of tokens. So please make sure that you are either on the Pro plan. And if you are on the Pro plan, just be careful because you might run out quickly. And that's why here I had to upgrade to the Max plan. And now I have a lot more bandwidth to play with. So it's going to take some time for it to run. So here we go. Now we should see the agent came back and is telling you the interactive dashboard is ready, has the KPI cards, has rating distribution, it has the average rating by product. And let's go ahead and give it a try. So if you click on view dashboard, look at this beautiful dashboard that was created with the power of AI agents. So now we should see the average rating here, the positive feedback, for example, 91%. You can see the distribution as well of the ratings. So a lot of customers left a 5-star reviews. You can see as well here the average rating by product. And you can see a summary as well of all the ratings here. Of course, this is interactive. So now I can go ahead and maybe choose a specific, let's say, product color. Let's say the white color. Now you can see the summary here of that. And you can also see or select maybe positive feedback, negative feedback, and see that it's actually working quite well. And with that, that's all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and see you in the next one.